Where are we? We've come to the Emerald Isle. We're in Dublin. Werburgh Street. And why have we come to Werburgh Street? Well, on the channel, I've done quite a few fish and chip shops, some good, some not so good. However, I'm going to the oldest fish and chip shop, or chipper, in Dublin, and actually looked online. It says it's the oldest one in the whole of Ireland. Established 1913. Where is it? It's there. Leo Burdock. Now, loads of famous people have eaten in here. It's a takeaway, and as you take a look there, there's a little bit of a queue there. So, yeah. As always, let's give it a go. And I've got to be a little bit careful because this is a bit of a strange junction. We've got buses and everything flying around, and I don't want to get knocked over. Not my first trip to Dublin. Yep, no, yep, no, yep, no. This could take a while. Yep, no, yep. Celebrities who have enjoyed Leo Burdock's famous fish and chips. You've got U2 up there. Who else have you got? Gay Byrne, he was famous on TV here in Ireland. LL Cool J's crew. Zero idea who that is. Yeah, Ken Doherty, the old snooker player. Got Rod Stewart down here. Baby Jane, give us a song, Rod. Loads. Gordon Dempsey. What can I say? Loads and loads and loads. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Gary Goes to Dublin. Let's get in here and get some fish and chips. Actually, while I was talking to you, some people jumped in ahead of me. Shocking, shocking, terrible, shocking. I don't mind. Right, we finally found a seat. Dublin City Council, we just walked past your offices. The first thing you need to do is get some more seating because it is almost impossible to find it. So, I have my curry sauce here. McDonald's, shake before microwaving. So there's that. Scampi. Now this is award-winning scampi according to their site, but we have been there before. And then, oh, there's a big portion of fish. Before I actually open the fish and chips, a bit of tartar sauce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Loads of tartar sauce. There's no shortage of tartar sauce in Ireland. And there we go. There's the cod and the chips. My first impressions is that actually this side of the cod is very chunky. The batter itself doesn't appear to be that crisp. Right, it's all about the tasting. So let me get a little bit organised and then let's dive in. We've got pigeons everywhere, so if you hear the cameraman going like this, you know what it's all about. Can't have them coming in. Actually, there's seagulls around as well, so have to hurry up, won't I? Okay, got myself a little bit organised. What is good is that curry sauce. Fantastic. You can see the steam coming off there as well. That's got a great smell. I'm actually going to have one of the chips there. I'm going to try this curry sauce straight away. Normally I'd dive in to the cod, but that got me. Curry sauce. Nice bit of heat to it. Now a little bit of fruitiness. It's actually a very nice curry sauce. But take a look at these chips. They could be, if you like, in the chipper just that bit longer. They're a bit scraggy. If you look, there's no real nice colour to that. You'd expect it to be a little bit more golden than that. Yeah, they're a bit disappointing. But it's about the cod. So let's take a look at the cod. It's a chunky piece of cod. However, not a huge amount of crispness on that batter. Saying that, looks can be deceiving. So I'm going to slice into it. And there, on the channel, is my first look at Irish cod. It's hot, it's the flavour. The cod's nice, but that batter is truly shocking. It's doughy, there's no crispness to it. I've got to say, it's not massively fatty, but you can just see it's not been cooked through properly. That batter is amongst the worst I've ever had, ever. I'll pick that up in a second. However, onto the positives. Again, take that batter away. Again, you can just see it's just all sticking. A shocking batter, that is. Flakes of cod. Now, the problem with this, completely, is, I'm sorry to keep harping on, but you can see the way this batter is just everywhere. It clearly hasn't been cooked right. And it's beyond disappointing. It's made the cod itself quite soggy, and actually it's quite unpleasant. It is unpleasant. I mean, this could be subjective, but I prefer a thinner, crispier, flakier batter. However, what this is, it's thick, it's doughy, it's glutinous. It's horrible. I can't put a spin on that. Oh dear. That is, and again, just taking a close-up in here, not good. I've had to quickly move because there's people just moving in the background and shot. It's not fair on them. But let's try some of the tartar sauce with the cod. We've got loads of tartar sauce. I actually really like that tartar sauce. Blenders. It's obviously a manufactured one. That's a good manufactured one. All round, this is very, very disappointing. Do like the curry sauce. The cod itself is okay, but it's ruined by the batter because it's turned it very, very soggy. And the batter, guys, I can't put a spin on that. There's no crispiness to the batter. It just hasn't been cooked right. Now onto the award-winning scampi, so let's take a look at them. So there is the scampi. Let's grab one. Let's not mess around because these the pigeons are closing in on us. Now, we're back in business. And I'll tell you why. They're not frozen scampi, they're done properly. You've got the prawns, and it's kind of like a light tempura batter. Now that is excellent. Award-winning. Do you know what? That is absolutely top drawer scampi. The batter, you can hear it. It's crispy. As I say, it's light. Why couldn't they do the cod in that? That would have been totally different. That saved the day. I've got to tell you, hand on heart, that has totally saved the day. Sacrilege. Just put it in. You see the way that curry sauce clings to the scampi as well. Thank you, scampi. Thank you so much. Now, I've had scampi on the channel once before. That was down in Padstow at Rick Stein's. That was just an absolute disaster. I actually lost my temper, and my apologies for that, anyone who saw that. This here is a really healthy portion of scampi. There's 10 pieces in there, because obviously I've had a couple of pieces. But again, look at the size. Everything about that works. I'm going to pull it apart so you can see the whole prawn that's in there. Now that's a proper whole prawn. That But definitely saved the day. And I do like the curry sauce as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tuck in of sorts. Definitely going to finish these guys. And I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. My first Irish fish and chips on the channel. Cod, super disappointing. Chips, not the best. Curry sauce, very good. Can't complain about the tartar, absolutely loads of it. But the star, award-winning, is the scampi. No complaints. They are excellent, excellent. Do you like that curry sauce? I've got to say one thing about this curry sauce. It's not your quintessential chip shop curry sauce. And I'll tell you why. This one has got more of a kick to it. It is quite fruity, but you have the kick, then you have the fruitiness. Not quite what I expected, but I'll tell you what, it is very tasty, very tasty. Bit too much bend on that chip. Now for the mushy peas. No mushy peas. Saying that, my track record on mushy peas on this channel hasn't been that good, has it? So no, they don't actually do mushy peas. But with all these pigeons flying around, it could be their lucky day. Waste not, want not, hey. I'm going to try and finish up. I'm going to give you my final thoughts. A little bit disappointed. Now we've moved, we're outside Christchurch Cathedral. The sun's shining. Oh, Dublin, what are you doing to me? Put me in a good mood. What didn't put me in the good mood though was them fish and chips. But before I go to them, I have a flyer here. And as you look through it here, it says a couple of quotes and what have you. The only Irish chip shop listed in the 10 of the best fish and chip shops in Ireland and Britain, according to the Guardian newspaper. They clearly went on a better day than me. But the one that really made me laugh, the best fish and chips I've ever had, Rick Stein, chef and restaurateur. I'm not joking, that is actually really true. Take a look there, Rick Stein at the bottom. Now, those of you who follow the channel know that I had some very bad fish and chips at Mr. Stein's. And what really annoyed me there was his scampi. You know, it's frozen scampi. But here, I can tell you, that scampi was top drawer. Well done on them. Leo Burdock's, your scampi was superb. Now, Rick, what you need to do is not go there for the fish and chips. You need to go there for the scampi and understand how to do proper scampi. Do you know something? I'm going to break it down a little bit differently. You know what marks I would give that scampi? I would give that scampi a 9 out of 10. That's how good it was. Love the tempura batter. Yeah, nice crunch to it. Very, very good scampi. Now onto the bad. Oh, sorry. I did like the curry sauce. Fruity, bit of hint to it, a heat to it. What was dreadful was, oh dear me, the batter. The batter was soggy. It ruined the actual cod itself. It made the cod very, very wet. There was flakes there within the cod, but all round it just made that fish absolutely dreadful. I'm really sorry. However, got to bear in mind it was packed, so I'm going to try and give it a little bit back if you like. They were under a little bit of pressure, but that was possibly amongst the worst fish and chips I've ever had. Didn't like the chips. You know, there was no real major colour to them. No, there was nothing to them. There was no texture. It was just all round poor fish and chips. And you know, I'd only give that a 1.5 out of 10. What marks am I going to give it overall? Before I do that, I better tell you how much it cost. For the fresh cod and chips, it was €14.95. For the scampi, it was €10.95, and the curry sauce was €3. There was no charge for the tartar sauce. So overall, €28.90. Do you know what I'm going to give it? I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I might have gone on a bad day. Okay, so yeah, I might have been there on a bad day. It is the oldest fish and chip shop in Ireland. It's been here for a number of years, and it must be here for a number of years for one simple reason: it must produce quality. As I say, unfortunately, I didn't get it on this occasion. Now, I went to Whitby and I had 5 fish and chips there, and I was really spoilt. So yeah, other fish and chip shops have got to move up a little bit. Have you been to Leo Burdock's? Please let me know. I'm not really having a good run on these fish and chips, am I? You know, I went to Harry Ramsden's, mine was quite average. Greenos was actually really good. Rick Stein's then, before that was shocking. And today, Leo Burdock's, no, not great. Love to hear your recommendations. You know, where do I have to go? Do I have to travel again? I am coming up to Scotland, so please don't say Scotland because I am going up there. But love your recommendations. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate that. And until next time, I'm on my travels here in Dublin. Bye-bye.